Everyone thinks a portable AC is a magic fix for summer misery, but here is the thing, most of them barely nudge the needle unless you use them right. The Zero Breeze Mark II looks like the exception, but it is not a tiny room air conditioner. It is a targeted, personal climate machine that can be incredible in the right setup and underwhelming in the wrong one. I spent 2 weeks testing it across a rooftop tent, a truck cab, a backyard shed, and a small home office with a decibel meter, an infrared thermometer, and an inline watt meter on the battery. What I discovered changed how I think about portable cooling. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up, if you are already leaning toward the Mark II and want the best current deal, I linked it below. But stick around because a couple of my tests surprised me and they might save you money or serious frustration. Why did I even need this? I camp in the Southwest. Think 95 degrees at sundown, barely a breeze, and the inside of a tent holding heat like a pizza oven. I have tried the cheap solutions. 12V fans that just push hot air around, swamp coolers that are useless once humidity creeps up, and a loud generator with a window unit that is overkill, heavy, and campground unfriendly. I wanted something I could carry, run off a battery, and actually feel on my skin without a cloud of noise or cords. The Zero Breeze Mark II promised 2300 BTU, around 16 to 17 pounds for the unit, a separate 24V battery, and quick connect venting. I was skeptical. Marketing loves perfect conditions, the real world does not, so I went in with low expectations and a plan to break it. Test 1, 2-person tent, insulated fly, twin hose kit, 92F ambient, 50% humidity. I sealed the hot air exhaust out of the tent, set the unit at the foot of my sleeping pad, and let it rip on max. At the vent, my IR thermometer read mid-40s F outlet air within minutes. Center of tent started at 90 F. After 15 minutes, we were down 9 degrees. After 45 minutes, 14 degrees. That is not a refrigerated room, but I could sleep under a light sheet. Battery dropped about 28% per hour on full blast. Noise measured 52 to 55 dB at 1 meter, noticeable hum, not generator loud. But then humidity spiked overnight and condensate built faster. The drain tube needed to be routed carefully or you will get a surprise puddle. Test 2, truck cab, sun-baked, reflectix in the windows, 95 F outside. I aimed the vent at the driver's seat and ran max for 30 minutes while filming a before and after. Cabin temp went from 104 F peak to 92 F average in the space, but at the seat I felt a 15 to 18 F drop. This is where the Mark II makes sense. Spot cooling. You will be comfortable where it hits you even if the whole space is still warm. My inline meter showed roughly 200 to 240 W draw on high with brief peaks. Battery gave me about 3 to 3.5 hours on max, 5 to 6 hours cycling between cool and fan. But then I tried to push it with solar through the day. A 200W panel could not keep up with high mode. You need either shore power or spare batteries for all-day comfort. Test 3, backyard shed, about 100 square feet, barely insulated, door cracked, reality check time. Even with both hoses properly routed, I saw only a 5 to 7 F drop after an hour. The outlet was still cold, but the space leaked heat faster than 2300 BTU could remove it. Here is where people get mad at portable ACs. If you try to replace a window unit with this in a leaky room, you will be disappointed. It is not meant for that. Test 4. Home office on wall power versus a 5000 BTU window unit. With the Zero Breeze aimed at me, I was comfortable at my desk in 10 minutes despite the room staying around 80 F. The window unit cooled the entire room to 74 F in 30 minutes but used more power and needed installation. Different tools for different jobs. The Mark II is the better personal solution. The window unit wins for whole room cooling. Here is where it gets interesting. My biggest surprise was how effective the Mark II felt when I treated it like a personal microclimate machine instead of a room AC. I logged about 30 hours of use over 14 days and the pattern was clear. Give it a small, sealed or semi-sealed space, aim the vent at your body or sleeping area, route hot air outside, and it shines. Ask it to handle a big, leaky space and you will be underwhelmed. The outlet air is genuinely cold. I repeatedly measured mid-40s F at the vent, and that matters more than the average room temperature when you are trying to sleep. Compared to evaporative coolers, the Mark II actually removes humidity and does not turn your tent into a swamp. Compared to lugging a generator and a window unit, this is quieter, lighter, and battery-powered. But let us address the too good to be true factor. It is not cheap, the single battery on high will not last all night, and you do need to manage condensation. The win is portability, targeted comfort, and flexible power options, wall, car, and solar with the right setup, not whole house performance. Now that you know it excels as a personal spot cooler and not a magic room chiller, you will want to grab it before summer stock and bundles disappear. I will drop the best current price and the battery bundle I recommend in the description. Check that before you overpay elsewhere. Bottom line, if you camp, overland, sleep in a rooftop tent or van, or need to keep a small cabin berth or dog crate comfortable, the Zero Breeze Mark II is the real deal, as long as you use it in a small, sealed space and aim it where you need it. If you want to cool a bedroom, a large RV, or an uninsulated shed, skip it and go with a higher BTU window or portable AC on shore power. For the right user, this turns miserable nights into sleep you can actually enjoy. For the wrong one, it is an expensive fan. Use it right, and it is a tiny cold front you can carry.